fellow chess enthusiasts. Somebody who's been watching my videos told me that I start all of them the exact same way. Hey guys, it's Nelly. And so I'm trying to work on mixing it up a little bit. So that's what was happening there. Okay, so this position is one of my favorite endgames. It's one of the first ones that I learned that I thought was really interesting. There's a lot here that when you first look at it you don't really notice. And so I'm just going to go over this one. White is going forward, so this pawn is close to becoming a queen. Problem is black has a rook, okay, and it's black's turn. And so actually white is trying to win, because if this pawn becomes a queen and king versus king and rook is the queen's gonna win. Okay, it's not easy, but it's a win. So if black can't figure out a way to stop this pawn from becoming a queen, he's gonna lose. So the first thing you have to consider is, okay, how can black do this? You can't go there to stop it from becoming a queen because the king just takes it. You can't go here because the pawn just takes it. Obviously the king's too far away, so it doesn't really look like there's a whole lot happening, and then you notice, okay, he can put white in check. And that's really the only move. Okay, if you do anything else, white's just going to get a queen. So you go check. Now, white has a lot, well, not really a lot, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. Okay, the first two up here, it's an easy draw for black if he wants it. Okay, so if I go here, black can simply pin the pawn, so you can't move it because it would be in check. And then next move, whatever white does, he just takes it. Okay, and it's a draw. So we're going to go back. I didn't mean to go back that far, but anyway. So if you go here, he just pins the pawn and takes it. Same thing happens here. He goes there, and then he takes it next move. Okay, and it's just a draw. All right. So if you move your king up, that's what happens. So we have these 3 options here. Okay, A5 is bad. Actually, you go from winning to losing now because you can simply go to C6 and take your pawn because your king's too far away to do anything about it, and he just takes it. So you definitely don't want to do that. So there's B5 and C5. Okay, C5 looks pretty good at first because you're attacking the rook, so his rook has to move somewhere, and it looks like there's nowhere to move your rook to stop this from becoming a queen, right? Like if I move over here, just gets a queen, and I'm going to lose. There's not really any other good places at first. But if you go all the way back here, and now if white were to get a queen, this is what's called a skewer. Black can just skewer the king here and then take the queen. So then you would lose. Okay, so C5 doesn't actually work. So the only move left, okay, is king to B5. Draw, draw. If you go there, if you go here, you lose. If you go here, you can lose. So B5. Well, this essentially puts black in the same dilemma he was in before. How do you stop this from becoming a queen? Well, you can't go there. King just takes it. You can't go there. So once again, same thing is check. Now, white, if he moves forward, it's going to be the same thing. Okay, if you go here, we're just at the same position we started, so that doesn't really do anything. If you go to C6 or to C4, same problem. He's going to just come over here and skewer you. Okay, so the only thing to do is, again, just slide back one more. Same deal, forces black to play check. And again, white, the same thing applies, has to go back. And it forces black to play check. Now, you might notice that you can't keep doing that because now suddenly black's king becomes a problem. Okay, we can't go there because it's check. So it looks like white's out of luck until you consider this move. Now, if you remember before, the problem with going on the C file was that the rook would come behind you and then take the queen later on. Well, now black can't do that. You know, if you try to come down here, you just take his rook. So that's not an option anymore. But he still has the problem of moving the rook, and then, you know, trying to stop you from getting a queen. And so it looks like, at this point, white has just won. It's hopeless for black. Well, this is where it gets really interesting. And black can actually play rook d4, which looks like, what the heck, what is happening? Like, that doesn't even do anything. I'm just going to, you know, get a queen over here and win, right? Queen and king against king and rook should be a win. Well, it turns out that there's this really crazy move black can play. Rook c4. Check. And he's attacking your queen. And you probably would say, well, he can just take the rook, right? Well, if you take it, this is actually a stalemate because it's black's turn, but he can't move anywhere. And he's not in check. So stalemate is the same as a draw. Okay, so that's not a win. And remember, white's trying to win. So that's black's trick. Okay, if you get a queen, he just goes there and, you know, forces a draw. So it looks like there's not really a whole lot white can do. If you move your king here, well, he just moves his rook. He tries to get the skewer back here, so you have to go back, get the same position. You come over here, he puts you in check, you get the same position. And this is the part that when I first saw this, I never really even thought about it, but the move actually is pawn, and instead of getting a queen, you get a rook. Okay? Now, if he tries to do this again, like he did before, well, you just take it because it's not stalemate. He can move because it's a rook, not a queen. So, that doesn't work, but you might say, well, it's just king and rook against king and rook. Isn't this a draw? And generally speaking, it would be, but black's king is not in a good position. So he has to worry about getting checkmated, which if you look, if it's white's turn, rook over here is going to be checkmate. So black can stop that, really only one way, by moving his rook here. And now, white can again do a really cool move, king b3, so you're attacking the rook, and also a different checkmate down here. And it turns out that black can't stop both of them. He either has to save his rook, or, you know, stop checkmate from moving his king, but then you just take his rook. So I think someone's at my door, so I'm going to go answer it. But that's the end of this. That's one of my favorite endgames. And so white actually just wins. There's nothing black can do. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on another video.